Welcome back to the Millennial Classics, y'all. My name is Q, and on this channel, we do Millennial reviews and classic reactions. And oh my goodness, hot diggity damn, we are doing a true classic today. Happy Valentine's to all of you out there. The plan is to get this out close to Valentine's Day. It's Casablanca. It is a great movie, period, but it's also a great love story. At least is what I'm told, what I see. It is on the AFI's best movies of all time. You look up best romantic movies, love stories of all time, and it is up there in all, if not most lists. And yeah, I want to get into this movie. Came out in 1942. Humphrey Bogart plays Rick Blaine, who is the protagonist. Greatness on greatness, right? And it was critically acclaimed. It won Best Picture, won 3 total Academy Awards. I don't have to tell you how great this movie is because you probably already know that. But let me find out for myself. Let's jump into this movie, this true classic, and let's see what all the hype is about. And of course, I am going to be watching this in black and white. I'm pretty sure you can't watch it in anything but it is in black and white. Humphrey Bogart, Ingrid Bergman, and Paul Henreid in Casablanca. Oh, real quick, I am drinking some tea today. This is that like immune tea. Oh, and this is beautiful. It's the yogi tea. It says, trust is the question. Love is the solution. I love that, right? Trust is the question, love is the solution. And I promise you, this was just a random tea bag in my cupboard. I did not pick it specifically for this movie. But I feel like it's what's the opposite of an omen? It's a sign. It's like a good sign. I'm hopeful. This is nice. I'm happy this is happening. Happy Valentine's Day. God is talking to us here. Or the spirits, whatever you believe in.
Many eyes in imprisoned Europe turned hopefully or desperately toward the freedom of...
Oh, yeah, and this is about World War II.
Then by train or auto or foot across the rim of Africa to Casablanca in French Morocco.
They said on foot? Sounds insane. There's no fucking way.
Wait in Casablanca and wait and wait. Wait.
So this is where you get stuck. And is Casablanca a real place?
To all officers, 2 German couriers carrying important official documents murdered on train from Oran.
Oh, shit.
Murderer and possible accomplices headed for Casablanca. Round up all suspicious characters and search them for stolen documents.
Damn, this movie's starting out hot. Oh, damn, they don't play games.
In that case, we'll have to ask you to come along.
Wait, it's possible that, yes.
Oh, look at this guy, of course.
These papers expired 3 weeks ago. You'll have to come along.
Where are you gonna go, bro? Walk back to Lisbon? Aye! Shots fired! I wish I spoke French so I knew what that said. What was that sign? I always feel so ignorant watching these older movies. Because I feel like this was information everyone knew at the time.
Monsieur, watch yourself. Be on guard. This place is full of vultures everywhere. Everywhere.
Thank you very much.
Not at all. Au revoir, monsieur. Au revoir, madame.
Au revoir. How silly of me.
Oh, dear.
I left my wallet in the hotel.
Oh.
Oh, shit, this slide pickpocket. That's good. You better watch yourself. This place is swarming.
Perhaps tomorrow we'll be on the plane.
That's a tiny plane for a lot of people waiting. I mean, how many people can that plane hold? Like 10 max?
It is very good to see you again, Major Stasser.
Oh, shit.
Thank you.
You know already who the murderer is.
Good. Is he in custody?
Oh, there's no hurry. Tonight he'll be at Rick's. Everybody comes to Rick's.
I have already heard about this cafe and also about Mr. Rick himself.
Yeah, that's the dude, Mr. Rick himself. So the Germans run this French unoccupied French like outpost. The French army is in control. not in control. The Germans are in control, but the French army is the one doing the work. I like the music.
But they wouldn't do.
Oh, hey.
Had to be you.
There's got a brother in
My hair is curly.
it. Yes, sir, it is.
Third boat.
Thank you.
And bring the 15,000 francs in cash. Remember, in cash.
So this is the place where deals are being made constantly, 24/7.
What makes saloon keepers so snobbish?
Perhaps if you told him I ran the second largest banking house in Amsterdam.
Second largest? That wouldn't impress Rick. The leading banker in Amsterdam is now the pastry chef in our kitchen.
We have something to look forward to.
Rick sounds like that guy. And his father's the bellboy. Hot diggity. Oh, this is him. Yeah, that's Rick. That's Humphrey.
Do you know who I am?
I do. You're lucky the bar's open to you.
This is outrageous. I shall report it to the Angriff.
To the Angriff?
But when you first came to Casablanca, I thought...
You thought what?
What right do I have to think?
What right do I have? Come on, man. Rick doesn't seem that happy of a man. He owns the best bar in the city.
You despise me, don't you?
Well, if I gave you any thought, I probably would.
But why? Well, Rick, after tonight, I'll be through with the whole business, and I'm leaving, finally, this Casablanca.
Who's bribed for your visa? Renault or yourself?
Myself. Found myself much more reasonable.
I like that.
Cannot be rescinded. Not even questioned. One moment. Tonight I'll be selling those for more money than even I have ever dreamed of. And then, adio, Casablanca.
Adio.
You know, Rick, I have many a friend in Casablanca, but somehow, just because you despise me, you are the only one I trust. Will you keep these for me, please?
Wow.
Yeah, I heard a rumor those 2 German couriers were carrying letters of transit.
Huh? Oh, I've heard that rumor, too.
Damn. Well, this is deep. This is a lot. Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. I love that. I love that conversation. Number one, because he says, I am friends with everyone. I make deals with everyone, but because you hate me, I can trust you. That's like, that's like next level scheming, right? The one person you trust is the one person you know is always telling you the truth, and then you know that they're always telling you the truth because they hate you. Well, hate you, And I also like what Rick responded to this gentleman when he said, "Do you hate me?" And he's like, "If I thought about you enough, I would hate you." I like that. It's a pretty good. I'm sold. I'm invested. Let's see what happens. But Rick's that dude, though.
Well, now, don't you frown. Just knuckle down and knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Who's unhappy?
We're unhappy.
How unhappy?
Too unhappy.
Uh-oh, that won't do. When you are blue, just knock on wood.
Too unlucky.
But your luck will change if you...
Did he just put it in the piano?
Who's got nothing?
We got nothing.
How much nothing?
Too much nothing.
Too much nothing.
Just how lucky?
Very lucky.
Well, smile up then, and once again, let's knock on wood.
He's fantastic. He's really good.
Hello, Rick.
Hello, Ferrari. How's business at the Blue Parrot?
His name is Ferrari? Like the Ferrari?
Haven't heard my offer.
Not for sale at any price.
What do you want for Sam?
I don't buy or sell human beings.
Oh, I love that.
Sam Ferrari wants you to work for him at the Blue Parrot.
Oh, I like it fine, yeah.
He'll double what I pay you.
Yeah, but I ain't got time to spend the money I make here.
Sam's that guy.
Where were you last night?
That's so long ago, I don't remember.
Will I see you tonight?
I never make plans that far ahead.
Damn.
What do you think you are pushing me around? What a fool I was to fall for a man like you.
So go with us, Sasha, and be sure she gets home.
Yes, boss.
And come right back.
Yes, boss.
I was gonna ask, is that like a movie thing, or if that is a real life?
Well, when it comes to women, you're a true Democrat.
Et moi, je vous dis que l'attitude de l'Italie est...
I don't know what that means. You're a true Democrat.
Armée allemande. Et la Crosse.
They're two different salutes.
I've often speculated on why you don't return to America. Did you abscond with the church funds?
you run off with the senator's wife? I like to think that you killed a man. It's the romantic in me.
It's a combination of all three. My health. I came to Casablanca for the waters.
The waters? What waters? We're in the desert.
I was misinformed.
Rick, there are many exit visas sold in this cafe, but we know that you've never sold one. That is the reason we permit you to remain open.
Oh, I thought it was because I let you win at roulette.
You will offer a fortune to anyone who'll furnish you with an exit visa.
Well, what's his name?
Victor Laszlo.
Victor Laszlo?
Rick, that is the first time I've ever seen you so impressed.
Well, he succeeded in impressing half the world.
It's my duty to see that he doesn't impress the other half. Laszlo must never reach America. He stays in Casablanca.
It'll be interesting to see how he manages.
Manages what?
His escape?
Oh, but I've just told you, Rick.
Stop it. Escaped from a concentration camp. The Nazis have been chasing him all over Europe.
This is the end of the chase.
20,000 francs. Says it isn't.
Is that a serious offer?
I just paid out 20. I'd like to get it back.
Make it 10. I'm only a poor, corrupt official.
I'm only a poor, corrupt official. I like that.
Well, it seems that you're determined to keep Laszlo here.
I have my orders.
Oh, I see. Gestapo spank.
Gestapo spank.
I don't interfere with them. And they don't interfere with me. In Casablanca, I am master of my fate. I am
Major
captain...
Strasser's here, sir.
There you were saying.
Mazda, what fate? Gets called like a dog. I like this movie.
Take him quietly. 2 guards at every door.
Yes, sir.
2 guards at every door.
Yes?
Will you please come with us?
Certainly.
L'incident est clos, madame.
May I first please kiss my chips?
L'incident...
Thank you.
La partie continue. Les jeux sont faits.
Hey! Oh, shit!
I'm sorry there was a disturbance, folks, but it's all over now. Everything's all right. Just sit down and have a good time. Enjoy yourselves. All right, Sam?
Okay.
Well, damn. This has to happen frequently for everyone to just be like, yeah, someone just got shot. Gunshots in the fucking bar. That's craziness.
Please join us, Mr. Rick.
He doesn't drink with any customers.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? Unofficially, of course.
Make it official if you like.
What is your nationality?
I'm a drunkard.
Can you imagine us in London?
When you get there, ask me.
Diplomatist.
How about New York?
Well, there are certain sections of New York, Major, that I wouldn't advise you to try to invade.
Uh-huh.
I love that answer.
Hey, excuse me, gentlemen. Your business is politics. Mine is running a saloon.
Good evening, Mr. Blaine.
You see, Major, you have nothing to worry about, Rick.
Perhaps.
I'm confused here. Like, he truly is... Rick really is like, I'm about the business. I could care less. I don't care. I don't care at all, right? The bet that he made with the French general, I bet he's going to make it out, but he's making that bet just because he wants to make that bet. And he believes he escaped from 2 other places that the Nazis were chasing him after. Why wouldn't he be able to escape this place? It does seem as though leaving Casablanca is extra hard compared to the rest. But at the same time, I'm confused as to why the Nazis don't just outright arrest him. Like, what's the issue? He broke out of the Nazi jail. Oh, so is this... But it's like, it's French run, but Nazis give the orders. Why wouldn't they be able to just arrest him? Like, I'm a little confused as to that fact. They have eyes on him. I'm assuming this is him walking in right now, but why wouldn't they just arrest him? What's the issue here?
Yes, monsieur. I reserve the table. Victor Laszlo.
Yes, Monsieur Laszlo. Right this way.
Out in the open in the most popular bar in the history, I mean, in all of Casablanca?
Excuse me, but you look like a couple who are on their way to America.
Well?
You'll find a market there for this ring. I'm forced to sell it at a great sacrifice.
Thank you, but I hardly think.
Then perhaps for the lady, the ring is quite unique.
Oh, yes, I'm very interested.
Monsieur Laszlo, is it not?
Yes?
I am Captain Renault, prefect of...
Captain Renault.
The present French administration hasn't always been so cordial. May I present Miss Ilsa?
Ilsa Lund?
If you will permit me. Oh, no, Emil, please, a bottle of your best champagne and put it on my bill. Very well, sir. Captain, please. Oh, please, monsieur, it is a little game we play. They put it on the bill, I tear up the bill.
I should like to discuss some matters arising from your presence on French soil.
This is hardly the time or the place.
Then we shall state another time and another place tomorrow at 10 in the prefect's office.
Captain Renault, I'm under your authority. Is it your order that we come to your office?
Let us say it is my request. That is a much more pleasant word.
So I got my answer as to why they're not just arresting him, because they're under French soil and technically he hasn't done anything illegal. So the Nazis don't want to arrest him without him doing anything illegal, because he's a newspaper writer and then he can spread the word and then people will know that. But like the thing is, it's like if you're terminating an entire people, what is arresting one newspaper man going to do? Right? I'm like, maybe I'm thinking too much about this, but I'm confused just a tad bit. The music in this movie is beautiful.
It's been a long time.
Yes, ma'am. A lot of water under the bridge.
Some of the old songs, Sam.
Yes, ma'am.
Does he always leave so early?
Oh, he never. Well, he's got a girl up to the Blue Parrot. Goes up there all the time.
You used to be a much better liar, Sam. Play as time goes by.
Oh, I can't remember it myself. I'm a little rusty on it.
I'll hum it for you.
Is this a real song? Like, was it a real song at the time?
Sing it, Sam.
Oh, it definitely was.
You must remember this. A kiss is just a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh.
This is a great Valentine's Day movie.
The fundamental.
On music alone. On the music alone.
And when two lovers woo, they still say I love you. On that you can rely. No matter what the future brings as time goes by.
Sam, I thought I told you never to play.
Well, here's a great deal about Rick in Casablanca. And about Victor Laszlo everywhere. Won't you join us for a drink?
Oh, no, Rick, never.
Thanks, I will.
Well, a precedent is being broken. Emil?
There's still nobody in the world who can play as time goes by like Sam.
He hasn't played it in a long time.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Okay, so I see. Now I understand. Now I understand. The description of the movie says that Rick is torn between an ex-lover, which is obviously Ilsa Lund, and helping Lorenzo. Is it Lorenzo? What's his name? Anyways, helping her husband. So he has to choose between his love and the right thing to do. Because the papers that they need to get out of Casablanca, he now has, because that the dealer ended up giving him the papers. This is really interesting. This is really interesting. And that love, that the tension, all of these rules that Rick has, he doesn't have a drink with anyone, he doesn't take anyone's tab, he doesn't stick a neck out for anybody. Oh shit, they're falling down like dominoes. Just at the sight of her. Just at the sight. Even the song that he told Sam you're never allowed to play. I like this. I like this a lot.
Boss, ain't you going to bed?
Not right now.
Ain't you planning on going to bed in the near future?
No.
You ever going to bed?
No.
We'll take the car and drive all night. We'll get drunk. We'll go fishing and stay away until she's gone.
Shut up and go home, will you?
No, sir. I'm staying right here.
I really like these two's relationship.
It's December 1941 in Casablanca. What time is it in New York?
What? My watch stopped.
What's that you're playing?
Oh, just a little something on my own.
Oh, stop it. You know what I want to hear.
No, don't.
You played it for her, you play it for me.
Well, I don't think I can remember.
If she can stand it, I can. Play it.
Yes, boss.
It is a beautiful song. It really, really is. Were they married? What was their relationship? What happened to them? And was it because of the war that they were split up, or was it like personal reasons? Oh, we about to find out. Ask and you may receive. Look at them.
Who are you really, and what were you before? What did you do, and what did you think, huh?
We said no questions.
Here's looking at you, kid.
What does she mean? They said no questions. Why no questions? How do you fall in love with someone without asking questions? Spending awfully a lot of time with someone you don't know. A friend
In America, they bring only a penny in. I guess why I'm so lucky, why I should find you waiting for me to come along.
Why there is no other man in my life?
Uh-huh.
That's easy. There was. He's dead.
I'm sorry for asking. I forgot we said no questions.
Only one answer can take care of all our questions.
And then the Nazis show up.
Hearts full of passion, jealousy and hate. Woman needs man, and man.
Oh, that was his old bar. Look at that Paris Eiffel Tower of drinks, the glasses. I like that.
A case of do or die.
He runs his places real nice.
This sort of takes the sting out of being occupied, doesn't it, Mr. Richard?
You said it. He's looking at you, kid.
He's looking at you, kid.
I'll meet you at the station.
All right, at 4:45. Say, why don't we get married, Marseille?
That's too far ahead to plan.
Yes, I guess it is a little too far ahead. Well, let's see. What about the engineer? Why can't he marry us on the train?
Darling.
Why not?
She's hiding something.
No, Mr. Richard, I can't find her. She checked out of the hotel, but this note came just after you left.
Oh, shit.
That's the last call, Mr. Richard.
Oh, no. Oh, damn. But why would she do that? And again, she let him down. No, she didn't. What's her reason?
I wouldn't have come if I'd known that you were here. Believe me, Rick, it's true. I didn't know.
Funny about your voice, how it hasn't changed. I can still hear it. Richard, dear, I'll go with you any place. We'll get on a train together and never stop.
Don't, Rick. I can understand how you feel.
She needs a good reason. This is effed up.
Can I tell you a story, Rick?
You got a wow finish?
I don't know the finish yet.
Well, go on, tell it. Maybe one will come to you as you go along. Tell me, who was it you left me for? Was it Laszlo, or were there others in between? Or
damn.
Aren't you the kind that tells?
That was a mean thing to say. Come on, Rick. But at the same time, she left him at the train station without saying anything.
Yes, even in Berlin. If you will furnish me with their names and their exact whereabouts, you will have your visa in the morning.
And the honor of having served the Third Reich.
I was in a German concentration camp for a year. That's honor enough for a lifetime.
You will give us the names?
If I didn't give them to you in a concentration camp, where you had more persuasive methods at your disposal, I certainly won't give them to you now.
He's a good man. I like this dude.
Thank you.
By the way, monsieur, last night you evinced an interest in Signor Ugarte.
Yes?
I believe you have a message for him.
Nothing important, but may I speak to him now?
You would find the conversation a trifle one-sided. Signor Ugarte is dead.
Damn.
I'm making out the report now. We haven't quite decided whether he committed suicide or died trying to escape.
They're so brazen about their, like, tactics. But they can be. That's the thing.
There's something I want to talk over with you anyhow. The bourbon. The news about Ugarte upsets me very much.
You're a fat hypocrite. You don't feel any sorrier for Ugarte than I do.
Of course not.
Morning.
Senor Ferrari's the fat gent at the table.
Yeah, Rick is good, man.
Doesn't matter, thank you.
Ah, the lady's a friend of Rick's. For friends of Rick's, we have a small discount. Did I say 700 francs? You can have it for 200.
I'm sorry, I was in a...
That's such a discount. That's insane.
Special friends of Rick's, we have a special discount.
Special. Yo, the barter.
Well, I'm not running away anymore. I'm settled now. Above a saloon, it's true, but to walk up a flight, I'll be expecting you. All the same, someday you'll lie to Laszlo. You'll be there.
No, Rick. No, you see, Victor Laszlo is my husband. And was, even when I knew you in Paris.
Wait, what?
You mean for me to go on alone?
And only alone.
I'll stay here and keep on trying. I'm sure in a little while.
Might as well be frank, monsieur. It would take a miracle to get you out of Casablanca, and the Germans have outlawed miracles.
The Germans have outlawed miracles.
No, Ilsa, I won't let you stay here. You must get to America. Believe me, somehow I'll get out and join you. Yeah.
But Victor, if the situation were different, if I had to stay and there were only visa for one, would you take it?
Yes, I would.
Yes, I see. When I had trouble getting out of Lille, why didn't you leave me there? And when I was sick in Marseille and held you up for 2 weeks and you were in danger every minute of the time, why didn't you leave me then?
I meant to, but something always held me up. I love you very much, Ilsa.
Your secret will be safe with me. Ferrari's waiting for our answer.
We've decided, Senor Ferrari. For the present, we'll go on looking for 2 exit visas. Thank you very much.
Well, good luck, but be careful. I observe that you, in one respect, are a very fortunate man, monsieur. I move to make one more suggestion. Why, I do not know, because it cannot possibly profit me. But have you heard about Signor Ugarte and the letters of transit?
Yes, something.
Those letters were not found on Ugarte when they arrested him.
You know where they are?
Not for sure, monsieur. But I'll venture to guess that Ugarte left those letters with Monsieur Rick.
Rick?
He's a difficult customer, that Rick. One never knows what he'll do or why, but it is worth a chance.
I really like Laszlo. See, this is a true love situation. I just recently watched the movie Past Lives, and in that movie, the woman in the movie is married to this American guy, but she's from, I'm pretty sure it's Korea, and she links up with an old friend. Very, very similar to this situation. This situation is a whole lot more tense because it's the war and the fucking Nazis and the whole nine. But the premise is the same. Choosing between the two lovers. In Past Lives, she chooses to stay with the husband. I'm seeing a situation here. Prior to this conversation, I was like, come on, Ilsa. Like, you got this newspaper man. Yes, he's risking his life. He's doing he's doing the Lord's work. But the tension, the passion, the love, it was just clear as day between Rick and her, right? Obviously, I didn't know anything about Laszlo and her, but just hearing that conversation, the 3 times that he had his life at risk, and the only reason he chose not to leave her was because he loved her. Like, Rick is the main character. He's the protagonist. He's the guy. He's like the guy. But I don't want Ilsa to break Laszlo's heart. He's a good man, like a truly good man, and not just a good man. The kind of good man that would risk his life to tell the truth about what the Nazis are doing, right? As great as a man could be in like the most intense situations. I understand that love is a passionate thing, that love is a feeling, an emotion that you don't control. You just feel what you feel. But at some point, you got to put your foot down. And Laszlo, he's a good man. He's a great man. I really don't want her. It sucks to say, but I don't want, right now, I don't want her to end up with Rick. And the thing what she said, that I was married to him, I don't understand that. I was married to him, so was she cheating on him? Like, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. And if she was cheating on him at that time, like, what is, like, I'm confused. I love what he has done for her, but the idea that when he was away or she was sneaking out to hang out with Rick when they were in Paris, that also hurts, because then what was she doing? My point is, I really like Laszlo. I really like him. Like, he's a good person.
I have to warn you, sir. I beseech you. This is a dangerous place full of vultures. Vultures everywhere. Thanks for everything.
This dude's a monster.
I'm sorry.
He's quick. He's like, I remember this dude. Vultures everywhere.
To America.
To America.
To America.
Liebchen, sweetness out. What watch? 10 watts. Such much?
You will get along beautifully in America.
If someone loved you very much, so that your happiness was the only thing that she wanted in the world, and she did a bad thing to make certain of it, could you forgive her?
Nobody ever loved me that much.
And he never knew, and the girl kept this bad thing locked in her heart. That would be all right, wouldn't it?
Do you want my advice?
Oh, yes, please.
Go back to Bulgaria.
Oh, but if you knew what it means to us to leave Europe, to get to America.
So I'm pretty sure I understand what's going on here. Captain Rune, however you say his name, is just taking advantage of this woman, telling her, I'll get you a visa, but he's just having sex with her. The captain's a fucking asshole.
Do you wish to place another bet, sir?
No, I guess not.
Have you tried 22 tonight? I said 22.
Marquons les jeux, mesdames et messieurs. Les jeux sont faits, la partie continue. Marquons les jeux. Fait, rien ne va plus. 22, noir, pair et part.
Cash it in and don't come back.
Rien ne va plus, monsieur. Fini.
Are you sure this place is honest?
Fucking A.
Honest? As honest as a day is long. I'm the... No. Boss, you've done a beautiful thing.
Well, you crazy Russian.
Rick is also a good man. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to do. He is a good person, you know. Stick his neck out for nobody. Bullshit. Rick is good. He's a softie inside. The captain is right about Rick, but he gives when he thinks it's the when he must. Not because it's the right thing to do. Well, it is the right thing to do, but he's a good man. I don't know. I enjoy. That was beautiful to see. That was beautiful to see.
As I suspected, you're a rank sentimentalist.
Yeah?
Yes.
But I'll be in tomorrow night with a breathtaking blonde, and it'll make me very happy if she loses.
Damn, the captain is fucking ruthless.
You ran guns to Ethiopia. You fought against the fascists in Spain.
What of it?
Isn't it strange that you always happen to be fighting on the side of the underdog?
Yes, I found that a very expensive hobby, too, but then I...
He's got an answer for everything.
There must be some reason why you won't let me have them.
There is. I suggested you ask your wife.
I beg your pardon?
I said, ask your wife.
My wife?
Yes.
He doesn't like politics in his bar. Why are they singing their German song?
Play La Marseillaise. Play it.
I love this movie, you guys. I love this movie. How do you fight back against the Nazis? In any way you fucking can. And if that means singing your national anthem, that's what it means. I'm back to liking Laszlo more.
This cafe is closed until further notice. Clear the room at once.
Damn.
How can you close me up? On what ground?
I'm shocked to find that gambling is going on in here.
You're winning, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Everybody out at once.
Damn it, the blatant hypocrisy.
This morning you implied it was not safe for him to leave Casablanca.
That is also true, except for one destination, to return to occupied France.
Occupied France?
Mm-hmm. Under safe conduct from me.
What value is that? You may recall what German guarantees have been worth in the past.
There are only two other alternatives for him.
What are they?
It is possible the French authorities will find a reason to put him in the concentration camp here.
And the other alternative?
My dear mademoiselle, perhaps you have already observed that in Casablanca, human life is cheap. Good night, mademoiselle.
Damn. They stopped playing around. They're coming for his neck immediately.
Victor, please don't go to... Victor, why don't you tell me about Rick? What did you find out?
Apparently he has the letters.
Yes?
But no intention of selling them. One would think if sentiment wouldn't persuade him, money would.
Did he give you any reason?
He suggested I ask you.
Ask me?
Yes, he said, ask your wife. I don't know why he said that. And our friend outside will think we've retired by now.
Not really. I mean, it's been 5 seconds.
When I was in a concentration camp, were you lonely in Paris?
Oh, no, I get it. I get it.
I love you very much, my dear.
Yes. Yes, I know. Victor, whatever I do, will you believe that I...
You don't even have to say it. I'll believe.
The trust you have to have in your relationship. To not question when another man tells you to ask your wife. Please don't. It's too risky. I feel like she's going to get followed. But the thing is, she made it to the bar the last time. I don't know, like, if it's any riskier now. Well, of course it is now, because he just threatened their lives.
2 weeks, maybe 3.
Maybe I won't have to. A bribe has worked before. In the meantime, everybody stays on salary.
Oh, thank you, Eric.
Good man.
Sasha will be happy to hear it. I owe him money.
So you finish locking up, will you, Carl?
I will.
Unexpected visit isn't connected by any chance with the letters of transit. Seems as long as I have those letters, I'll never be lonely.
You can ask any price you want, but you must give me those letters.
I went all through that with your husband. It's no deal.
Well, I know how you feel about me, but I'm asking you to put your feelings aside for something more important.
Do I have to hear again what a great man your husband is, what an important cause he's fighting for?
It was your cause, too. In your own way, you were fighting for the same thing.
I'm not fighting for anything anymore, except myself.
You want to feel sorry for yourself, don't you? There's so much at stake, all you can think of is your own feeling. One woman has hurt you, and you take your revenge on the rest of the world. You're a coward and weakling. No, but you are our last hope. If you don't help us, Victor Laszlo will die in Casablanca.
What of it? I'm going to die in Casablanca. It's a good spot for it. Now, if you...
Oh, shit. Wait, for real?
If Laszlo and the cause mean so much to you, you won't stop at anything. All right, I'll make it easier for you. Go ahead and shoot. You'll be doing me a favor.
Damn.
If you knew what I went through. If you knew how much I loved you. How much I still love you. Then it came. He was dead, shot, trying to escape. I was lonely. I had nothing, not even hope. Then I met you.
Why weren't you honest with me? Why did you keep your marriage a secret?
It wasn't my secret, Richard. Victor wanted it that way. Not even our closest friends knew about our marriage. That was his way of protecting me. I knew so much about his work, and if the Gestapo found out I was his wife, it would be dangerous for me, and, well, you know the rest.
This truly is a tough situation.
I know that I'll never have the strength to leave you again.
And Laszlo?
You'll help him now, Richard, won't you? You'll see that he gets out. Then he'll have his work, all that he's been living for.
Wait, she wants to stay with him? With her? She wants to stay with him?
I ran away from you once. I can't do it again.
Wait, this is insane. No, Ilsa.
I don't know what's right any longer. You have to think for both of us.
I keep calling her Elsa, like from Frozen, but I don't think it's Elsa. What's her name? It is Elsa, right? Don't tell me he gets caught. Don't fuck this up for everybody.
I want you to turn out the light in the rear entrance. It might attract the police.
But Sasha always puts out that light.
Tonight he forgot.
Yes, sir, come. I will do it.
I want you to take Miss Lund home.
Yes, sir.
This is so intense. He's going to get him out of here and keep his wife.
Don't you sometimes wonder if it's worth all this? I mean, what you're fighting for.
We might as well question why we breathe. If we stop breathing, we'll die. If we stop fighting our enemies, the world will die.
What of it? It'll be out of its misery.
You know how you sound, Monsieur Blaine? Like a man who's trying to convince himself of something he doesn't believe in his heart. I know a good deal more about you than you suspect. I know, for instance, that you're in love with a woman. It's perhaps a strange circumstance that we both should be in love with the same woman. The first evening I came into this cafe, I knew there was something between you and Ilsa.
Elsa, I was right.
I ask only one thing. You won't give me the letters of transit. All right. But I want my wife to be safe. I ask you as a favor to use the letters to take her away from Casablanca.
You love her that much?
Apparently you think of me only as a leader of a cause. Well, I'm also a human being.
God damn it. I love these.
Yes?
You'll come with us. We have a warrant for your arrest.
On what charge?
Captain Renault will discuss that with you later.
It seems that destiny has taken a hand.
That relationship between Laszlo and Elsa, it's so complicated, but so deep and so honest. Like, what Laszlo is doing for Elsa, knowing he knows what happened in Paris. He knows that she thought that she was dead and she fell in love with him. It's just clear as day. He says to her, you don't have to say a single word. I believe you. And he risked his life multiple times to make sure that she was safe. And now that he's here, the last stand before you can make it to America, and he's like, you know what? Just make sure that I know you love my wife. Just make sure that she's safe. That's I mean, and like the thing is, like, the world wants Laszlo to live, and he's like, just take care of my wife. I mean, that's something special that you can't understand. I mean, that's.
But you haven't any actual proof, and you know it. This isn't Germany or occupied France.
If by any chance you were to help him to escape.
What makes you think I'd stick my neck out for Laszlo?
Because, one, you bet 10,000 francs he'd escape.
You're not very subtle, but you are effective. I get the point. Yes, I have the letters. I intend using them myself. I'm leaving Casablanca on tonight's plane, the last plane.
Huh?
I'm taking a friend with me, one you'll appreciate.
What friend?
Ilsa Lund.
Shit.
Why are you still interested in what happens to Laszlo?
I'm not, but I am interested in what happens to Ilsa and me. We have a legal right to go, that's true, but people have been held in Casablanca in spite of their legal rights.
What makes you think we want to hold you?
Ilsa's Laszlo's wife. She probably knows things that Strasser would like to know. Louis, I'll make a deal with you. If instead of this petty charge you have against him, you could get something really big, something that would chuck him in a concentration camp for years, it'd be quite a feather in your cap, wouldn't it?
It certainly would. Germany, Vichy would be very grateful.
Then release him. You'll be at my place a half an hour before the plane leaves. I'll arrange to have Laszlo come there to pick up the letters of transit, and that'll give you the criminal grounds on which to make the arrest. You get him, and we get away. To the Germans, that last will be just a minor annoyance.
How do I know you'll keep your end of the bargain?
I'll make the arrangements right now with Laszlo in the visitor's pen.
Ricky, I'm going to miss you. Apparently, you're the only one in Casablanca who has even less scruples than I.
Thanks.
I love the honesty between them.
Oh, by the way, my agreement with Sam has always been that he gets 25% of the profits. That still goes.
I happen to know he gets 10%, but he's worth 25.
And Abdul, Carl, and Sasha, they stay with the place if I don't sell.
Of course they stay. Ricks wouldn't be Ricks without them.
Well, so long. And don't forget you owe Rick's 100 carton of American cigarettes.
I shall remember to pay it to myself.
I love that he takes care of his people, right? Like, he's like dipping. He's out. I'm deuces.
I thought I asked you to tie up your watchdog.
Oh, he won't be followed here. You know, this place will never be the same without you, Ricky.
Yes, I know what you mean, but I've already spoken to Ferrari. You'll still win at roulette.
Richard, Victor thinks I'm leaving with him. Haven't you told him?
No, not yet.
But it's all right, isn't it? You were able to arrange everything.
Everything is quite all right.
Oh, Rick.
We'll tell him at the airport. The less time to think, the easier for all of us. Please trust me.
Yes, I will.
You won't have any trouble in Lisbon, will you?
No, it's all arranged.
Good. I've got the letters right here, all made out in blank. All you have to do is fill in the signatures.
Victor Laszlo? Victor Laszlo, you're under arrest. On a charge of accessory to the murder of the couriers from whom these letters were stolen. Oh, you're surprised about my friend Ricky. The explanation is quite simple. Love, it seems, has triumphed over virtue.
Not so fast, Louis. Nobody's going to be arrested, not...
Wait, what?
Call up your watchdogs, you said.
Just the same, you call the airport and let me hear you tell them. And remember, this gun is pointed right at your heart.
That is my least vulnerable spot.
Even at the end, he's got his wits.
This is Captain Renault speaking. There were 2 letters of transit for the Lisbon plane. There's to be no trouble about them. Good.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, fuck. Whatever Rick's got planned, he's better moving quick. You better move quick.
If you don't mind, you fill in the names. That'll make it even more official.
You think of everything, don't you?
And the names are Mr. and Mrs. Victor Laszlo.
But why my name, Richard?
Because you're getting on that plane.
Oh, shit.
You have any idea what you'd have to look forward to if you stayed here? 9 chances out of 10, we'd both wind up at a concentration camp. Isn't that true, Louis?
I'm afraid Major Strasser would insist.
Inside of us, we both know you belong with Victor. You're part of his work, the thing that keeps him going. If that plane leaves the ground and you're not with him, you'll regret it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life.
But what about us?
We'll always have Paris.
We'll always have Paris.
Ilsa, I'm no good at being noble, but it doesn't take much to see that the problems of 3 little people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world. Someday you'll understand that. Now. He's looking at you, kid.
God damn. He did the right thing. He did the right thing.
She tried everything to get them and nothing worked. She did her best to convince me that she was still in love with me. That was all over long ago. For your sake, she pretended it wasn't, and I let her pretend.
I understand.
Here it is.
Thanks. I appreciate it. A welcome extra fight. This time I know our side will win.
Yo, they're so honest with each other.
Are you ready, Ilsa?
Yes, I'm ready. Goodbye, Rick.
God bless you.
Better hurry, you'll miss that plane.
He didn't take a dime from them. He did the right thing. I mean, that's...
Hello, put that phone down. Get me the radio tower. Put it down.
Oh, shit! He actually did it.
Major Strasser has been shot. Round up the usual suspects.
Oh, man, the captain coming through.
It might be a good idea for you to disappear from Casablanca for a while. There's a free French garrison over at Brazzaville. I could be induced to arrange a passage.
My letter of transit? I could use a trip. But it doesn't make any difference about our bet. You still owe me $10.
Pay our expenses.
Our expenses? Mm-hmm. Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
God damn it. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Wow. 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 That was so good. Like hook, line, and sinker. I was in. I was sold. I really thought Rick was about to do Laszlo dirty and take Ilsa. Do you think Ilsa from Frozen has anything to do with this? Or is that just a popular... She said she came down from Austria. Is Ilsa a common Austrian name? That was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was wonderful. The quote that really hit me hard that Ilsa said to Rick was, "One woman has hurt you and you take it out on the world," right? And it's crazy that was being said because, like, so the love that Ilsa and Laszlo had, that passion, it was so real, it was so palpable, it was like the most honest, the most like true love I've ever seen on screen, right? The unquestioning understanding of what did you have to do to get through these tough times that you thought that I was dead. Like, hats off to Laszlo. Just like honor in like the greatest sense, right? I think jealousy is something that is so hard to just overcome and to just understand. And not only was it like a I need to understand it, it was unquestioned. It was unquestioned. He didn't have to question her. He said, "I believe." That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful, right? And then what Rick told Ilsa, like, you are his reason. He wants to let you go. He will risk the world, right? He knows what he is to the world in this movie. He's the truth teller that has escaped the grip of the Gestapo many, many times. He knows what he means to the war, but he's willing to let Ilsa go instead. Ilsa is his reason. That's like love that you cannot compete with, right? So then once Rick asked, I really think Rick made the decision when he went downstairs at that bar and he asked him, "Why are you doing what you're doing?" And he said, it's like asking someone, "Why are you breathing?" Right? When he had that conversation, he was like, I have to let him go. This is much bigger than me. I can't let one woman make me destroy the world. I can't. Especially when that one woman is with the man that can save the world. Save the world. I don't know what the fuck happens moving forward, but especially if that one woman is with the man that is that honest, that earnest, that truly in love with her. Understanding the relationship that this man has with his wife while they were married, while he was in a fucking concentration camp, and he has no animosity. You guys, like, I can't, that is love at a level I haven't seen on screen, right? It's World War II. It's like the greatest threat humanity has ever faced. And he's willing to let all of this come crumbling down, to let his wife go to America. This is such a beautiful love story. This is such a beautiful love story. It's insane to me because I want to see the sequel. I want a sequel. There must be some weird sequel to this movie that's obviously not as good or comes any close, but the captain was a gross, stingy man that would take advantage of women that needed a visa to leave the country. Did he give it to them? Yes or no? I don't know. But the way that Rick played that scene where that young lady was asking him, should she trust the captain? He was basically like, no, because what I think is the reality is that he probably keeps telling this woman, yes, I will. I'll get you the visa. I'll get you the visa. I'll get you the visa, while he's just constantly having sex with them until he gets bored, and maybe he sends them off and maybe he doesn't. But that's the cruelty of this captain. But like, the thing I really enjoyed about this movie is it's like, because of the situation, because everyone knows what's happening, because there's all the scheming that's happening, the lies, the hypocrisy's out the window. People are just as honest as they possibly can be about the horrors that they're doing. Right? There's certain rules that cannot be broken, but all of the rules that are broken, people aren't pretending that there's something going on, right? When the captain shuts down Rick's club and grabs, he's like, why are you shutting my club down? For what grounds? And he says, because there's gambling here. And then the dude who takes care of the roulette table hands the captain the money, and he's like, thank you, seconds after he just shut down the club for gambling. I loved it. I love it. And like, the captain's neutrality, not the captain's neutrality, the captain's like just like blatant reasoning as to what he does. When he was talking to the Third Reich captain or whatever, general, and he was like, I just go where the winds are blowing. At the end, he's like, right now the winds are blowing in Rick's direction. I'm going with Rick. Wrap it up. I mean, the other dude had a bullet in his chest. So, like, the honesty and just the realness and just what a great movie. And like, there's so much that I love about this movie. But another thing about Rick is he's selling his bar. He has to get rid of everything. He's on the brink of going against the fucking Nazis, right? And the captain of the French captain that has been overlooking everything in Casablanca the entire time Rick has been there. And in the midst of all of this craziness, he's like, take care of my people. Make sure that Sam gets 25% of the earnings of the thing, right? Make sure that you're taking care of the bartender and the person who does the roulette table. These are good human beings in a really shitty situation, and everyone does the thing that is right. Not everyone. The captain doesn't do the right thing. He just goes with the wind. But the main cast, the main characters outside of the captain, it's just beautiful. And like, oh God, that was a good movie, you guys. I keep saying that 12 Angry Men is probably my favorite classic. And then Citizen Kane was like, and if 12 Angry Men is a 1A, Citizen Kane is probably 1B, right? Oh my goodness, I just had such a good time with this movie. I mean, just everything in this movie. And Rick is he's that dude, man. He's like the man's man. Who doesn't want to be Rick? He's like a man, right? Takes care of his business, standing on business. I had such a good time. You know, I had to just let this movie sit with me, but it was so good. It was so good. What a fucking classic. I mean, that is a classic. This is a classic. Until next time. Oh, yeah. Until next time. And happy Valentine's Day to all y'all. Have a good one. Deuces.